Hi, my name is Jeannie, and I am known as Mystic Jeannie 88 on TikTok and Jeannie Hermoso on YouTube. So, this is my course, Dreams to Reality, and this is just a little introduction about me. So, I was born and raised in Cebu City, Philippines, and I came to America or the USA in the latter part of 2013. And I have seen the movie The Secret, and that drastically changed my life. And I started following the law of attraction, just attracting the life that I wanted. So I really had a wonderful time. My first 5 years in America, I was using the law of attraction and was manifesting things, including a weekend with Oprah. So, sometime in 2012, I made a vision board where I would spend a weekend with Oprah. I didn't know how I was going to do it or what was going to happen for me to manifest it. And just lo and behold, around 2014, around 2 years later, I saw like a commercial on the internet advertisement weekend with Oprah. So I didn't know anything in 2012 how it was going to manifest, but I did. It did. So I was also able to manifest my dream job, which was really impossible because I wasn't supposed to work in New York, but it has always been my dream to work in New York City. And I did work in Manhattan for 2 years. And I worked, in Westchester, Rockland, within like the city, like maybe within 40, 50 miles from the city after that, New York City. And I manifested money, money, and money. And I also manifested a relationship. And it was the perfect relationship. Ticked all the boxes. Manifested like if you saw the list that I made, it really was on paper. It was the perfect relationship. It was the perfect guy, even up to the eye color and, the age range and even the height. So it was really amazing. And I was just applying the law of attraction and was wanting to attract more and more greater things. And there was a big crash. Suddenly in 2018, it all came crashing down. My manifestation ended, the relationship ended, and I moved from New York to Colorado, New Mexico, and then to Texas. And I didn't have the confidence, and I felt that I was confused more than ever before, and despair and depression set in. I lost my relationship. I left my job. I left everything behind, anything that couldn't fit in my car didn't go with me, and I had my two dogs, and I was depressed, confused, desperate, and in a state of utter despair and helplessness. And just like anything in life, what must be down must come up, what must come up must go down, but whatever. So what happened was um, it was a comeback sometime in 2020 up to the present moment. So what happened in 2018? I moved to Denver. So road trip, New York, New Jersey, packed my bags, left everything behind and only had my two dogs with me and a few belongings. Moved to Denver and, Colorado in general. And so, although I was depressed, I was meeting the important people that would later shape my life, the new version of my life. So sometime in 2018, I accidentally bumped into a woman that became my book coach that helped me get into writing my over 7 books. I write now as often as I can. I have more than 7, 8 books now. since 2019 when I really started self publishing. And I bumped into my life coaches. They were a couple who lived in um, the Denver suburbs of Denver, and they were a couple that worked with me for 2 years, but essentially helped me get back on my feet. And then after that, I moved to New Mexico. From Denver, moved to New Mexico, and it was a year of isolation, a year of healing, and just a year of recuperating. So in 2019, I wasn't actively manifesting. I was just resting from manifestation and, like licking your wounds, like, what have I done? What could I do differently? And all of those things. So when I moved to Texas, I had my light bulb moment and I just realized the four keys. I've been actively manifesting, doing everything that I could to start manifesting again. But then I realized, where did I go wrong? Like, what can I do different? And how does it make sense? Because if you are new to the law of attraction, it can be very confusing. Like, what do you do? What's the first step? And how do you do things? How do you apply, visualization using vision boards, affirmations? Where does it fall into place? And I just discovered the four keys. Basically, they were there, just waiting for me to make sense of it all. So apparently, in order to manifest the life that you really, really desire, you just have to be in alignment with the four keys, which are clarity, clearing, subconscious reprogramming, and aligned action. So, in order to recreate, not really recreate, but to create the new version of myself, I started this time with the foundations. So the four keys are the foundations to manifestation. And without it, there would just be a lot of confusion. So clarity is, be clear on what you want, write down exactly what you want. You really have to have a path this time. No wishy-washy. Just really have a path. Just choose. And clearing is clearing what gets in the way. Use the tools that, maybe if you're new to the law of attraction or manifestation, so there's a million tools. Just clear yourself emotionally, align yourself, ground yourself. If you're into energy healing, chakra clearing, whatever, just clear whatever gets in the way. And right now I'm doing magnetic recode, but then I also use, other clearing methods, a Sedona method, breathing methods, breathing techniques, chakra alignment, energy healing, and the works. Whatever you want to use that works for you, you can use that. There's also access consciousness clearing, which I'm a student of as well. And there's subconscious reprogramming. I actually became a certified hypnotist because of this. I wanted to reprogram my subconscious mind, but there's other methods as well. You've already probably been doing it if you are not new to the law of attraction. Meditation is a form of rewriting the old structures. Hypnosis, magnetic recode or superconscious reprogramming, repetition, subliminals, visualization, um, affirmations like declaration. It's just rewriting the structure. You can also use, some people use binaural beats. Some people use like different frequencies, theta, brain waves, whatever altered um, brain waves you can use to just rewrite or retell your story. And then there's, of course, aligned action, which is taking action on your goals. And this one is the most important one, that in the movie The Secret, they don't really reveal this, but this is the most important thing, which is aligned action. But before you take aligned action, of course, you have to be clear of what you want. You have to be clear of what gets in the way, and you really have to reprogram the old structures in order for you to take aligned action. So all the four keys work together. So this is more in detail about the four keys. So clarity is just writing down what you really want, rewriting your story, knowing where you came from, knowing where you want to go. I actually have a workbook for this one that might help you gain clarity. And then, of course, clearing. There's EFT, Sedona method. I use Sedona. I have used Sedona method before. Emotional release or emotion code. I used emotion code before. It really helps. Chakra clearing. And then there's magnetic recode. Um, all the tools that you can use, maybe even, distressing yourself, like just be mindful. And of course, another way to clear: meditation, grounding yourself, energy healing, pranic healing, theta healing, whatever fits you, whatever you feel that is drawn to you or what you're drawn to. And then there's subconscious reprogramming, which is what I use. I do meditation daily. I do visualization. I do the Bankston method. Um, and there's the superconscious reprogramming, which I do. And then Psych-K, it's an old tool that I used to do before. And there's use of the tools, affirmation, 8-hour tape loop, subliminal reprogramming, anything that you feel that will help you reprogram the structure. But of course, there's methods and tools that are a lot stronger than the other ones, but they all work together for that common goal of achieving your dreams. And then, of course, there's aligned action. So I realized that you only really need to take at least 2 actions or maybe 3 at the most. And then you just, create sub actions after that. So take 2 bold actions that is really important to achieving your goal. Let's say you're a writer, of course, goal number 1 should be write your book. And second is market your book, or maybe hire an editor or something like that. Let's say you're in sales. Of course, the first one is, do cold calls or do sales. And maybe the second goal that you have is be coached into being a better salesman. So there's at least 2 concrete action steps you need to take. And you have to really think about this as well, which one really makes an impact on your overall goal. And then, of course, I believe in planning. Get rid of procrastination. Plan your year, plan your month, plan your week, plan your day. And I actually have an action planner, which I personally use, and it is a combination of all of the things that I have learned working with over a dozen life coaches and taking like dozens of courses, dozens of seminars. And I know, unless you really have an action plan and, writing down things really help, and having a planner really helps to organize your thoughts. And that's why I call it an action planner. And it is just solely for your goal. And it is on sale on, in my store right now. So what do I offer? So I wrote a book, Dreams to Reality. It's just a primer, an introduction. If you're new to this, or even if you're not new to this, law of attraction and manifestation, it will really help you get your thoughts together, make sense of what are the 4 keys, And then I have a workbook, and it's the thing that I have used personally as well, in an action planner. And I have a meditation program as well. And I'll be adding more in my store as, this journey of mine progresses. And of course, courses. So I do have some limited one-on-one coaching and some group coaching, um, and more details of that. Um, just sign up for my email list and I will provide more information with regards to that. And what else is possible? So this is where you'll find me. I have a stand store. So I have workbook, action, planner, meditation, online courses in there. YouTube and podcasts, it's already available. And then I have on Amazon my book, Dreams to Reality. And I will make that for sale in my stand store as well. And then I have TikTok for daily dose of learning and information. So yeah, if you want to contact me, just email me at homeofgenie@gmail.com. And I will be providing a link for my mailing list as well.